In ProgressBook Student Information, school districts can use the Student Truancy and Excessive Absences Transfer option to report HB 410 events. Events for EMIS reporting are based on data from the attendance calculations for each district and from information entered on the Student Absence Intervention screen. The scenarios that need to be reported are when an absence plan is implemented, when a parent is notified of excessive absences, when the student becomes habitually truant, and each time a habitually truant student violates a court order. On the left-hand side of the Student Absence Intervention screen, there is a box for current absence hours, and below it, a thresholds box. When a student has crossed any excessive absences or habitual truancy thresholds, the number displays in red in the box, giving you a quick visual of the student's status. When you update the intervention with new dates for excessive absences and habitual truancy, they will appear in the threshold summary box as soon as you click the Update Intervention button. In the middle of the screen, there is an Intervention Plan tab and a District Responsibilities Checklist tab. The Intervention Plan tab provides the options to add people to the intervention team, to document contact involvement, and to view or add HB 410 events. These options will appear only after you select Create Intervention. When you click the caret next to Intervention Team, you can add a staff member, contact, or other person, like a truancy officer, to this intervention team. If you add a title for each team member, this will allow you to easily identify the members at a later date. The date that the plan was created on is reported to EMIS. You can use the Contact Involvement section to track any type of communication regarding parent involvement, judicial contact, or other contact. You must use the Parent Involvement tab to indicate that the district has provided the required written notification to the parent or guardian when a student has excessive absences. Make notes in the text box for each attempt to reach the contacts, and add as many contacts as you like. The Judicial Contacts tab can be used to track communication with the judicial system. Enter the name of the judicial contact and the date of contact, then select Violates a Court Order and Habitual Truancy. Because the student has crossed a habitual truancy threshold, the date of each judicial contact record entered with Violates a Court Order and Habitual Truancy selected is reported. When you click Update Intervention, the information entered in the Parent Involvement and the Judicial Contact tabs populate the thresholds box, and you receive a message at the top of the screen letting you know that the information was successfully saved. Select the Other Contact tab to document contact involvement that is not with the parent guardian or judicial contact. The Trusted District Attendance tab on the Student Absence Intervention screen displays the student's absence information at one or more districts, if applicable. Below the Current Absence Hours box, you can click Print Letter to print a preloaded letter to send to the student's parents or guardians. Click the District Responsibilities Checklist tab to view an optional checklist based on HB 410 requirements to help keep districts on track when a student is habitually truant or excessively absent. No data is collected from this checklist for EMIS reporting. Select the check boxes once items are completed to mark the district's progress. The Student Truancy and Excessive Absence FT records entered on the Student Absence Intervention screen must be reported by traditional districts in the mid-year and end-of-year Student S collections and by SOES community schools in the end-of-the-year S collection. To create the transfer file needed to send all the records to the EMIS data collector, you must first have your district in context and navigate to Student Information, EMIS, Student Reporting Collection S screen. Select Transfer Student Data. Click Next. Select Transfer Student Truancy and Excessive Absence FT. Select the checkbox beside any other record types you wish to include in the transfer to the data collector. Select Flat File Transfer for Data Collector. Click Submit. The message, "The EMIS Data Collector jobs have been submitted," displays. To make sure your transfer completed successfully, click the gear icon in the upper right of the screen. Select Management. Check the job status for Dazzle, EMIS, Extract. Now the data has been transferred from Student Information to the data collector. You can transfer data as often as you want while the collection period is open.